Good evening, my friends. I hope that you're all having a nice Passover, even if it's not what you were expecting it to be this year, and that you had a nice Shabbat, a refreshing and renewing Shabbat, and a nice weekend. And I hope that after last night's storms, all of you are still safe. Last week at our Seders, many of us read the words in the Haggadah that say, Halach ma'anya, diachlu ha'avtana ba'ara de Mitzrayim. Kol dichvin yete vechal, kol ditzrich yete v'yifsach. This is the bread of affliction that our ancestors ate in Egypt. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. All who are in need, let them come and celebrate Passover with us. We say these words year after year, welcoming each other into our homes and into our community, Dor Tamid Seder, in order to eat together, to celebrate together, and to ensure together that we are watching out for those in need in our community. And even though because of the pandemic, because of social distancing, we were not able to welcome those we are used to welcoming into our homes, and our Seders had to be conducted in many instances via Zoom or Facebook or YouTube or other social media platforms, we still say those words. Let all who are hungry, let them come and eat. Because we know, as Jews, it is incumbent upon us to continue to watch out for those who are enslaved. We were slaves in Egypt, so we know what it is to be a slave. Therefore, it is up to us to always watch out for those who are enslaved, whether they are enslaved physically in bondage or if they are enslaved by the bondage of poverty, of illness, or other types of bondage that exist in the world. And that is why, even though we are apart from each other physically, it is still important to engage in acts of tikkun olam, to do the mitzvot that seek to repair this world, to make this world a holier and healthier place. First and foremost, and we've discussed this in weeks past, social distancing and good hygiene, the washing of your hands, that act itself is a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to help keep ourselves safe and healthy, and a mitzvah to help others stay safe and healthy as well. But we know that there are those in our broader community who are without, who are in need at this time of basic necessities, which is why members of our congregation, led by Mia Fuller, have coordinated a food and supplies drive in coordination with the JF and CS Food Pantry. In your e-blast email that you received last week on Friday, you can see the flyer with drop-off places. There are 4 different homes that are serving as drop-off places, 4 homes of members of our community who are opening up their front porches to receive these items that are desperately needed by the food pantry. Everything from ibuprofen and acetaminophen to toilet paper, Ensure, pasta, mac and cheese, things that we can't eat on Passover, but are definitely needed by those who have without. Additionally, I want to thank those members of our community who participated last week in Seth Deichman's impromptu fundraiser to help provide meals for the healthcare professionals at Emory Johns Creek and at Grady Hospital. Thank you to all of you for supporting those on the front lines of fighting this illness. And thank you to everyone who participated in sending cards to the Cohen home. Thank you to Denise Deichman for coordinating that, along with Molly in our religious school. It was so meaningful that our community was able to bring some joy and hope to the members of the Cohen home, members of our community who are very much isolated at this time. In the coming days, you will receive more information from me about another way that we can help out. Through a micro grant from the Federation, there are going to be kits to make masks for those who are in high-risk positions, high-risk populations. First and foremost, masks will be made for the Cohen home, and then also for the food service workers in Fulton County schools, in order to make sure that those who need their lunches each day are still able to get them from food service workers wearing proper protective gear. Please watch your email for more information in the coming days as we receive them from Federation about how to receive materials to help make these masks and how and when to drop them off at CDT at a bin on our front door. You'll see that coming from me in the next couple of days. This week, we have a busy week coming up again with programming at the synagogue virtually. Tomorrow night, Mike will join us for another musical moment with Mike on our Facebook page at 7 o'clock. I know for me and my family, these are always welcome moments of hope and healing and spirituality during the middle of the week. And so I hope you'll join us on Facebook tomorrow night for that musical moment. Wednesday morning this week, we conclude Passover with our Yizkor service in the morning, which will be on a Zoom, the link to which can be found in the email that contains this video message. And the reason that we are going to be on Zoom rather than streaming to Facebook or our website is that it has become our custom at Dor Tamid during our festival Yizkor services to offer those who are in mourning, those who are remembering a loved one, an opportunity to share memories and thoughts of those who they miss with the community. So we hope to create a very lovely and meaningful and intimate service on Wednesday morning for Yizkor at 10 o'clock. Then at 7:30 on Zoom as well, and the link can be found in the email that was sent out last night, Sunday evening, and also will be on our website, on our homepage. We are going to gather together on Zoom to end Passover together with a celebratory eating of chametz. So bring your favorite chametz, your favorite not kosher for Passover, wheat-based product to eat or drink, and let us gather together with all of our CDT friends and family to say farewell to this year's Passover. On Thursday morning, Molly's Israeli Kitchen is back, and at 11 o'clock, Molly will be teaching us how to make an Israeli quiche. I saw the ingredient list, and it looks delicious. Molly assured me that it is a fantastic dish to make. And then on Friday night, we welcome back Shabbat with our Kabbalat Shabbat song session and story, followed by Kabbalat Shabbat services and Mari starting at 7:15 on our Facebook page and streamed on our homepage. Saturday morning, we continue celebrating Shabbat with Shabbat story time with me at 9:15 and our Shachrit services and Torah reading at 9:30. Then we will say goodbye to Shabbat on Sunday evening with Mike leading us in Havdalah, the ceremony and service of separation. At this time of year, we are in the period of the Omer, the 49 days of separation that we count day by day, week by week, the 7 weeks between Passover and the celebration of our Exodus in Egypt, and Shavuot, with the celebration of receiving the Torah on Mount Sinai. And it is the custom and it is a mitzvah to count these days, each one at a time, as we go through this time period. So we will conclude this message tonight by counting the Omer and saying the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al svirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, whose presence fills creation. You have sanctified us with your commandments and commanded us to count the Omer. Hayom chamisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 5th day of the Omer. May you all be blessed with health and happiness, joy and peace, and may you have a happy and healthy last few days of Passover. Moedim l'simcha and Chag Sameach.